The European Central Bank chairman's ruled out any intervention to buy national debt or bolster a rescue fund for countries in economic strife. Mario Draghi wants the 17 euro nations to tighten their fiscal rules and cooperate more closely first. Only then might the ECB consider playing a different role.
What I believe our economic and monetary union needs is a new fiscal compact, a fundamental restatement of the fiscal rules together with the mutual fiscal commitments that euro area governments have made.
France and Germany are leading work on a pact that would bind eurozone nations to budget rules and reassure markets worried about debt policy in Greece, Portugal, Spain and Italy. They hope this new framework might pave the way for ECB action later.
Ce n'est pas déraisonnable de dire qu'on ne peut pas envisager que la BCE soit le prêteur en dernier ressort tant qu'il n'y a pas une discipline économique et budgétaire et financière forte au sein de la zone euro.
Draghi says changes to the Lisbon Treaty could be envisaged, but some deputies want the ECB to act first so countries like Greece aren't buried in debt.
I don't agree that we'll start discussing legal things today as if they are the solution. They are not. We have to have this stopgap solution, the firewalls in, and then parallel or in the future we'll definitely talk about changes.
The ECB prides itself as a lender of last resort. Just how bad things must get before it acts remains unclear.
It was 30 years ago that the first case of AIDS was diagnosed. The World Health Organization just released news that the number of infections is actually decreasing. However, HIV still remains one of the world's leading infectious killers. MEPs paid homage to World AIDS Day during Thursday's plenary and called for action from member states.
Having a strategy just on paper is not enough. Even during crisis, national AIDS program needs to be effectively financed and implemented.
Labelled the austerity budget, the Parliament voted through the EU's budget for 2012. After tough negotiations for an increase, EU countries limited it to 1.3%, which is not in line with inflation, meaning cuts for some areas.
The European Parliament has accepted savings of around €74 million. Savings in interpretation and translation. We recognise that our priorities should be in putting money into jobs and growth, things like structural funds, whilst at the same time making savings where we possibly can.
MEPs will now have a clearer set of rules to follow when declaring conflicts of interest and accepting gifts. Members can no longer accept cash over €150 and must declare their interests. MEPs will have until April 1st to make their declarations.